Hello and welcome back to Mixed Media Frenzy. Also, today I'm incorporating the Baby Got Scraps Scrappy Inspiration YouTube and Instagram hop for day 8. Now, this is the inspiration sketch that we are using for Mixed Media Friday, and I will have all those gals listed down below, along with all the people participating in the Baby Got Scraps YouTube hop. So I am going to go ahead and try to create. This is all the mixed media that I will be using on the page. My page is also, or my 12 by 12 cardstock there has been gessoed. So now the sketch does call for one very small photo. I'm going to do 2 very large photos because that's what I do. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get those taped together how I want them so that I can move them back and forth as I'm completing the mixed media steps. Now, I am going to take my little sponge, and I just cut that into triangles. Now, this is some Liquitex texture paste, and it's very runny. Like, you see when I'm mixing it up there, like, it's really soupy, and I'm used to texture paste that has a little more grit and stability in it. So when I try to put this through stencils, it just leaks out. But it worked very well for this. On that sketch there, as you can see, all the girls from Mixed Media Frenzy will be using the same scrap. That's not a sketch, that's a scrap lift. We're going to be doing a scrap lift, and we're all going to have pretty much different interpretations of what that layout means. So I was looking at it, and it is basically white on white on white with red accents. Now, I had a page kit already put together for the Baby Got Scraps, and it was a rainbow, as you can see in the beginning there. So I'm going to do white on white with a rainbow effect. Now, you just seen I just daubed my little sponge into the container of modeling paste and then just squooged it all over the page. And that squooge is a technical term for me. And I left peaks and valleys and all kinds of fun things. And basically, that entire top left corner, so heavy because I put a lot of mixed media on that. But it turned out, I love it. I love the way it turned out. It's all textury and bumpy. All right, so I went ahead and cut those ones that are bigger. I'm gonna cut each piece of paper there to a 4th strip, and I will come back to those in a minute. But I had to wait for my texture paste to dry, which it did take several hours because it wasn't like a thin application. Like some of those globs were huge globs, and it did take several hours for that to dry. So what do I do when it gets dry? See right there, I'm just going to cut a little triangle off. I'm going to grab my Vicky Bouton Iridescent Glaze. And it does kind of have a silver hint to it. But once the layout's dry, it just adds some dimension and some shimmery, shiny goodness to the layout. And I'm looking at the layout right now. And I only put it in a couple areas because I wasn't trying to overpower the texture paste. The texture paste was basically what the bulk of the layout was, and everything else but the top and left side gets covered up. That's why I did that like triangle, and I'm not doing very many peaks and bumps in the center there. Now I'm going to go ahead, and that is dry, so I'm going to come in with this is going to be my Brutus Monroe glitter glaze. And it's the white one. I don't have it next to me right now, so I don't know the name. And I'm going to I don't make the big peaks with this. I just really want the sparkle. And everywhere I put this, now that it is dry, if you do not have the Brutus Monroe glitter glazes, you got to go get yourself some because they are gorgeous. Like, the end result is it goes on white and not so glittery, but when it dries clear and beautiful. So while I'm getting that on there, I do want to remind you that listed down below in the description box, I will have all the links to all my lovely friends who are in the Mixed Media Frenzy group with myself. They'll be all listed down below. And I will also have listed all the wonderful ladies, some of them are my friends, that are participating in the Baby Got Scraps inspiration hunt for today. So once you're done watching my video, please go in the description box below and click on their links and go give them some love. So right here, I'm just taking all those 1/4 inch strips and I'm going to go in a rainbow effect. I got Roy going on the top and G-Biv is going to go on the bottom. Elementary, my dear. I am just tearing those at different lengths so that I can kind of angle them out. And I don't really want them, I'm not going to lie, you guys, I did not want to cover any of the mixed media. I mean, it's super heavy layout. Like, it's definitely, like, very heavy on that one side, but it is so awesome. And I'm not going to lie, I don't think I would have ever thought to do that to a layout if it wouldn't have been for this scrap lift. And my lovely friend Ronnie Sue did pick out the scrap lift, so kudos, hun, because I had so much fun. And I'm not done with mixed media, guys. I am going to go ahead and get my picture stuck on some foam, and then I'm going to get that adhered down. Now, I do have to come in, I will put dry adhesive, and then I come in with a lot of wet adhesive because of all the bumps, lumps, and texture from the mixed media. I have to add liquid glue. So even the dry adhesive, which normally I do the dry adhesive and it will, you know, temporarily hold, it didn't hold anything because there was nothing to grab onto. So I am going to like really squeeze and get these all covered. And I actually do go in later and even add more wet adhesive just to make sure that it's not going to fall off. You know, big fear there. So I'm going to get that pressed down, and everything is going to get glued at this point now with liquid adhesive. So I was going to start gluing those down, but I kind of wanted to do like a little basket weave at the bottom, which FYI doesn't matter because I covered up anyway. So this whole point right here, didn't need to do that. But that's all right. I do hope you guys try this out. If you want to create a fun mixed media layout, you can see the sketch or the inspiration piece that we use to begin, or see what you can make, or if you want to use your scraps. I mean, that you can also play along with that as well. The mixed media group, the mixed media frenzy, we now have we've had a Facebook group. So I will also have the link to the Facebook group down below. So any of your fabulous mixed media projects, please share them on our group. Also, there is we have hops at the end of every month on a Friday, because we always post on Fridays. So on the 29th of January, we will again have another hop. And this month's theme is a cheers to the new year. And any of our crafty friends can play along. So if you have a YouTube or Instagram channel and you would like to create a mixed media page and share it and join in on the hop, please check out the Facebook link below and go ahead and get signed up for that. There's only one requirement. You have to use mixed media. There's no sketch or anything like that to follow for the hops. And those are on the last Friday of every month. So we welcome everyone that wants to play along and get you guys out there using your products and having fun. I did leave all this in, so there's a lot of gluing, but I wanted to make sure that I've got everything that needs to be said. I tend to forget things. And then I think of it later when I'm listening to everyone else's videos. So I just want to make sure. Now I do come in, like I said, and I will add some more glue. Like that red one that I just laid down. It's like on a serious peak, but I get it. I get it stuck down. All right, we're going to add the last strip, which is the black one. And I'm digging the rainbow effect. These pictures here, very funny pictures. I don't know what my son wanted, but I was on the couch and he walked up behind me and started putting my hair in a ponytail. And look, people, my son knows just as much as my fiance knows. If you want anything, all you gotta do is start running your, just play with my hair. I don't know if you it's not weird, but that's what he was doing. He was putting my hair in a ponytail and just rolling it back and forth. And I was like, whatever you want, Sam. And he was laughing, but he was just like, I don't know. I was like, yeah, whatever. All right, so right here, I am going to take all of my shimmers. Well, not all of them. And I'm going to add some more sparkle and shine. So in a couple places, I just went ahead and added some painted on little bits just so that it would shine in different areas. And it's like an iridescent one, so you can only see it really when the light hits it. If the light's not hitting it, you can't tell there's anything on there. But once I did that, and then I did some splatty bits, I decided it's rainbow. I need to rainbow it up. So I went ahead and grabbed a Sage It Isn't So. And these are all shimmers. I didn't grab any inklings or anything. I got all shimmers. We did a green, and then I did an Anchors Away here. So I did a dark blue. And I'm just going to keep splattering. I get a yellow, and I get basically all the colors of the rainbow splattered all around. Off screen, I did take some cheapo letter stickers that I think I got from the dollar store, and made the Sam, What Do You Want as my title, and I went ahead and put that on there in a rainbow form because it had to go over lumpy bumpy stuff, so I had to let it sit under a trimmer for quite some time on that Sam What. And to be fair, my son did come in and talk to me while I was putting this on, and my title was originally supposed to be What Do You Want, Sam? But I put the want on down there at the bottom, and it stuck to the paper, and I couldn't fix it. So we changed it to Sam, What Do You Want? Yeah, I know. Crazy. I do get the splatters everywhere. I have it all over the rainbow strips, and it's stuck nicely to everything. And it just adds just a bit of color, like confetti. Like the cake confetti cake. You know what I'm talking about. So I get those all punched around, and you do have to mix the shimmer pots up, but love them too. If you don't have yourself some shimmers, you need to get yourself some of those as well. I believe yellow was, yes, the last one, and I'm just pointing out that I actually have the title on now, so like you guys couldn't see that. And I do take some of these handmade rosettes that I have, because the original layout, as you've seen, had some big, I believe, butterflies and floral pieces that were super dimensional. So I used the rosettes, and then I'm just gonna tuck some little bits and pieces in here. I do get that rainbow on there, and I'm gonna come in with that Mom and Me, and I'm loading it up with glue. And then I sit there and I have to hold it. And I'm like, oh, this stuff is not sticking. Too much texture. I did the be cool. Be cool. Mom's not going to know I want anything. I'm just going to, sit here and be nice and put her hair in a ponytail over and over again. And then casually I'll ask for something. I'm like, he's 19. I don't know what he's you don't need my permission to do anything. All right, this layout is quickly coming to a close. So if you liked my layout, please give me a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button if you are not already a subscriber of mine. I would love to have you. And please do not forget to go below and check out all the Mixed Media Frenzy gals and all the Baby Got Scraps gals. They'd love to have you too. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.